Hey everybody, this is David Skarika. So we're going to talk about a few things here for our stock chart of the day. So the two things we're going to look at here are cryptocurrencies and um uh and the stock market itself. So here when we look at cryptocurrencies here, what we can see is this kind of rally here that's happened recently. This is the all-time chart, which I'll go back to, but the 1 year, you can see that we broke kind of this kind of resistance level, and we come back to the highs. Now, Ethereum has not broken out yet. It's got to really break about 2,100, and you could see a little correction here, but there's this hopes that there's going to be a Bitcoin ETF in the US, and that kind of drove this last move here. And also, it looks like I've said, we're seeing a topping, in my opinion, short term and interest rates, and a topping in the US dollar short term. And again, that usually helps cryptocurrencies and gold and precious metals. We saw a nice little reversal in gold today too. So all time, what we can see is if we compare it to the last huge move, Ethereum went down about 90%. This time it went down about 80%. And then it kind of spent 2 years basing from late 2018 into late 2020. You can see that's when the real breakout started here. So we're only about a year into this base. So maybe we need another year. Maybe you can see like Ethereum rallied here, more than doubled off its lows, and then went back to its lows in early 2020. So maybe we need to kind of go back to these lows. I don't know, but I just think that it's more increasingly looks like that the bottom is sort of in here. And we look at Bitcoin, it's very similar. First of all, Bitcoin broke through the resistance of that 31,000 area on this news that they may be launching a Bitcoin ETF. And of course, that means more demand, which means the ETF would turn around and buy Bitcoin. So, that's what people are anticipating, and that will drive up the price. So, and again, if we look at the longer term chart of Bitcoin, you can see this 3,600 bottom here after it went to nearly 20,000. And the same thing, it rallied, then it came back down. And then really it was about 2 years after it bottomed, made it somewhat of a bottom in late 2018 and in late 2020 when everything kind of took off. So are we going to see that? Or is this the start of the next move? Are we going to see maybe a move back down to 20 or 25,000? Maybe it's sell the news when the Bitcoin ETF. The one thing I will say that's a pretty good, like I said, I think a tailwind for both Bitcoin and gold is, it looks like interest rates have kind of topped here. This is, the 10-year bond yield. You look at the US dollar, they've topped as well. It looks like we could be in the seasonal rally for the stock market, which I'll show you right now. So these are things that are going to help it. So with stocks itself, I'm boring right now. We did some earnings trades for my paying members last week. Overall, we made a little bit of money on them. I think the average of the 5 trades I did made about 5%. So this is like, okay, I guess you'll take making 5% in a week, but like I was hoping that one of them would really take off. A couple of them did well, one or two fell, but that's, them's the breaks, as they say. So if we go look at the S&P, what we'll see is this downtrend that happened from the correction into the fall is kind of like it we're basically right at it right now. So and actually the downtrend of the Nasdaq has broken. And also if we look at these lower lows and lower highs, again, since the fall, that broke because we broke above the October high. So it does look like we're in the seasonal Santa Claus rally, whatever you want to call it, happening in the stock markets here. And if we go look at we'll look at the QQQs and the diamonds as well. QQQ, the Nasdaq 100, you can see, has really broken out here. And you can see it's definitely broken its downtrend line. And is actually it's getting close to its August high, and again blowing away its October highs. And actually the QQQ, unlike the S&P and Dow, never got below its 200-day moving average. And this is the Dow right here, and it's the same sort of thing. Lower lows, lower highs, the seasonal bottoming period in October, and now we've broken out, and now we've broken through this high. So we've had a good move here. Maybe we'll see some sort of consolidation or the whatnot. But I do believe, with the holidays next month, it doesn't look like, or next week, it doesn't look like anything major is going to happen in the markets between now and Christmas. It's crazy to think that actually Christmas is only 6 weeks away, just seemed like yesterday it was the summer. Anyhow, so Right now, I think we're in the seasonal market rally. I've got some longs on right now. And if you are someone who's kind of bearish on the markets, I would really wait here a few weeks for shorts, for any potential shorts and the whatnot. So, that's today's stock chart of the day, just showing you, it looks like the bottom's in for crypto. We could see maybe one more move down in the consolidation before the big move up. But also, again, with these tailwinds of potentially lower interest rates next year and the whatnot, that also, and a topping US dollar. Oh, we'll look at the US dollar index here. It's good for gold too. You can see the dollar stop moving higher in early October. So maybe this is a positive thing for risk on assets, crypto, gold, and precious metals. We saw a nice reversal. We'll just quickly look at gold. Went back down to its 200-day moving average and had a nice reversal today. So maybe gold is getting ready again for that kind of seasonal rally that it sees as well. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you've had a good weekend. We'll have more of the daily updates this week.